Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss any more of my uploads. Today I'm back with an updated everyday makeup routine. I'm so excited because I really feel like I have perfected this new routine. Obviously the warm weather is coming and we're gonna need to start switching up the products that we're using. We're gonna want to start wearing a little bit less makeup because you know it's gonna be really hot out. In these past few weeks I've been kind of testing out a bunch of new products, so I'm just gonna show you guys all of my favorite products basically in this video. Just get into it and I'll just like talk as I go. So first things first, you need to go and wash your face. That is the first step. Then something that I've been really incorporating into my makeup routine is a liquid exfoliant. So exfoliating your skin is so important for the application of your makeup. If you do not exfoliate, your makeup is going to look cakey, you're going to have dry patches, it's not going to sit on your skin as nicely as you want it to. Once I discovered this exfoliant, I was like, how did I ever live without it? This is the Polish Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This was definitely a product that I've been seeing a bunch of people like rave about. But once I tried it, I was like, wow, I literally see the hype. I really wanted to test out all these products just so I can make sure that all of them are worth the money and like investment. I have definitely seen such a difference when I use this and just like the way my makeup looks afterward, because it really just gently gets off all of that dry skin. It really just makes for a nice even base for your makeup. So once you are all exfoliated, it is time to moisturize and bring that moisture back into your skin. So I've been using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I really like this because it's nice and thick and it really gets my skin nice and moisturized, because I tend to have really dry skin. So obviously depending on your skin type, you know, maybe you don't have to use that thick of a cream, but for me, my skin gets super dry, so I really like to, you know, put on a nice thick cream under my makeup so that way I make sure that my skin is like actually moisturized. I also bring it on my neck. Okay, so as you can see, my face is very dewy, very moisturized. It just feels so amazing. So I love this product. Now that we're done with the skincare portion, we're gonna move on to prepping the skin for the makeup. My favorite things to use to prime my skin is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. So as you can see, I really like this product. I'm literally running out of it. I'm going to have to purchase a new one. I usually just get like 1 or 2 pumps and just put it right onto my skin on either side of my face. And then I will just rub that in. I feel like this just like really brings the life back into my skin, if that makes sense. Like it just makes it look so nice and supple and just like alive and hydrated. So I just love this product so much. I really cannot live without it. I know those products can be very pricey, but like the skincare and the prepping part of your makeup is probably the most important one, because you can have the best foundation, the most expensive foundation, but if your skin isn't prepped and primed and just like taken care of, literally not gonna work to its best potential. And I'm not talking about like acne or anything. I'm literally just talking about like making sure you have the right products for your specific skin type. So since my skin is very dry, all of my prepping and skincare products are very geared towards that. They're very hydrating. I exfoliated all the dead skin off and now I'm putting all that moisture back on because that just like works for my skin. So for whatever type of skin you have, it's really important to invest in like good skincare and good priming products to kind of tend to your skin, if that makes sense. For example, I tend to have a little bit larger pores like on my nose and in my T-zone. Sometimes I go in with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas and I literally just put the smallest amount, just put that right on my nose and under my eyes. I don't know why, I just feel like this kind of helps to blur out my pores. Okay, now it is time to jump into the makeup. I normally don't really do anything to my brows, but I've been recently just putting a little bit of brow gel on my brows, and I've been trying out the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I just have the mini version because like I said, I was just trying it out. I've been recently just using this brow gel to kind of comb them through so that they at least look nice and neat. And I also like to kind of push them up to kind of give that soap brow look to them. So literally just like that. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, but I've just been trying to make them look a little bit more neater recently. Next up is the skin. So to start off, I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is a very popular product on the internet right now, and I finally got my hands on it, and I've actually really been starting to use it. I really gave it a fair chance. I'm in the shade 4. So I know a lot of people are kind of confused about this product, but once I really learned how to use it, I really genuinely love it. So I honestly just put this all over my face and put a nice thin layer. Nothing crazy, literally just like a thin layer. And then I take my damp beauty blender and I just blend that out all around. So this product is meant to be layered. So you can wear it by itself if you wanted to, because it does like give you some color. It really gives you like that glowy look to your skin, but it looks so good when you layer it underneath another product. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So as you can see, it really gives you that like glass skin, really dewy, glowy, glowing from within skin, but it doesn't really give too much coverage. So you still kind of see like all my like spots and like just, you know, you can still see my skin. So that's why I really like it, because if I did want to just wear minimal makeup, I would just honestly put this product on and like be done. What I've been doing is layering it with a skin tint. So when I discovered skin tints, I was like, where has this been all my life? I have two that I really love. One is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Skin Tint. This one is really amazing and I've been loving it because it has SPF 20 in it. So it has sunscreen, which is amazing. But then another one that I really love is the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. This one does not have SPF in it, but it is so amazing and the coverage on this is actually super good and it's so just nice and lightweight. I actually used this product in a YouTube video before, so I'm going to use this one today just so I can really show you guys this one. I'm in the shade Medium 2. It has a little dropper applicator and I do the same thing where I just put a little bit on each cheek, a little bit on the forehead, and then I will just blend out with my beauty blender. So now the skin tint is going to give me that coverage that I was missing from the Flawless Filter. These two products together have literally been my little like secret formula to dewy, natural, glossy looking skin. Like I said, I also switch between the Shiseido skin tint. I really love both of these. So I have all of that blended out. It's now time for the concealer and the contour. So for concealer, since I have very sheer products on right now, I wanted a concealer that kind of had more coverage. That way I could like spot treat any little pimples that I have and just like really cover up my dark circles. So I went back to my roots and I use the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is really just so amazing. I do have a little dupe for it because if you don't want to like spend the money on this, I've also been using the Revlon Color Stay 5-in-1 Skin Awaken Concealer. So this one's obviously way cheaper and I really have been loving it. I've been trying it out for a couple weeks now. I love it. This is in the shade 15. They're kind of similar. This one's a little bit more yellow. I have another shade of this somewhere that I kind of switch between, but I really love the formula of this. If you see all my TikToks, I use this a lot, but I have to say that the Tarte one is a little bit better. I just really love this formula and I've been using it for so long. So I'm in the shade Light Sand. A little goes a long way, so I'm just going to take very little and I'll show you where I place the concealer. I just go on my inner corner on both sides and then I swoop it up over here to kind of give me that little natural facelift, and then I'll put very little over here on my lip, on my chin, a little on my nose, and then right on my forehead, just like that. So once I have it in place, I'm not going to blend it out right away. I'm just going to quickly go in with my Rare Beauty contour stick. I've recently started using this and I am so obsessed with it. It goes on so smoothly. Like I am just so obsessed with this product. I'm in the shade Always Sunny, and I'm also just going to place that product where I typically would contour, so on my cheekbones, kind of going high up and swooping. I'm also gonna go on my forehead and on my nose. So now that I have it all on my skin wet in the place that I want it to be, I'm gonna start blending it out. So I'm gonna start with the under eyes since we started there first, and I'm just going to lightly blend it out a little bit, just keeping it in the same place of where I placed it. And I'm gonna move to my lip. Okay, now that the concealer is kind of blended out but not blended out fully, I'm going to move on to contour. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm using this Sigma Multitasker F47 brush to kind of start buffing it out. I like to just go in this type of motion to blend out my contour, just pushing the product up into my cheekbone, kind of like stippling it into my skin. This brush blends out this product so nicely. It's like so amazing. It literally looks like so airbrushed. So once everything is like basically fully blended out, I'm gonna go back in with the beauty blender and just blend everything together. So just going over everything and really making sure everything looks seamless and everything blends together easily. I'm just gonna take that contour stick yet again, and I'm gonna just put it right here on my eyelids. Now, this is gonna act almost as my eyeshadow, kind of, because I kind of just want to keep this very natural and bronzy, so I'm gonna just use this as my little crease color. It's just like a little touch that I like to do, so I'm just gonna put that there, blend it out quickly, just like that. And now we're going to move on to a cream blush. So I've been obsessing over this cream blush from Rare Beauty. It is the most gorgeous pink shade, and I am so obsessed with it. The formula is amazing. This is the shade Happy. A little bit goes a long way, so all you need is very, very little on either side. I'm going to place 2 little dots right on my cheekbone on either side, like so. I'm also gonna put very little right there on my nose. And now for this, I really like to blend it out with my fingertips. For some reason, I just feel like I can really control where the product goes when I use my fingertips, and I also just like really love the way it blends out. So I like to just blend most of it out with my fingers. As you can see, it's super pigmented. Once it's like pretty much blended out, but like still very strong, I'm gonna go back with my contour brush and stipple that in as well. I've seen a little trick on TikTok to bring your blush up to where your like under eye is, because the pink kind of really brightens up your under eye. So honestly, I just like kind of blend all over here, just in this general area. And I just go back in with my beauty blender to make sure everything is seamlessly blended. I'm just so obsessed with that shade of pink. Like, I just love it. Now that we have most of our creams and our base on, it's time to powder and set all this stuff in place. So I'm going to start off by powdering my under eyes. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty translucent powder. I'm in the shade Pound Cake, and I've been really loving this for underneath my eyes. Literally just setting the under eye so that we don't crease or anything. So we're going to make sure to get all those creases out first. And I'm going to get a lot of powder on my beauty blender and just smooth out underneath my eyes. So with the powder, I really try to keep it just in the places that I put my concealer underneath my eyes. I'm still gonna go in with my liquid highlighter on the tops of my cheekbones, and then I'll also just pop some like just the places that tend to crease easily. But now I'm going to go in with the liquid highlighter just so that I could finish up all the creams on my face. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter in Mesmerize. I've really been loving this shade. It's like a really pretty pinky highlighter, and I really like it. So with this, I'm literally just gonna put the smallest little dot right on the tops of my cheeks, a little dot on my nose, and same thing I'm going to blend out with my fingertips. So now that that's done, I can finish up powdering the rest of my face. I'm just going to lightly pick some of it up with a brush and just like dust over my T-zone or like places that I usually get kind of oily, and we're gonna wipe away all that excess. So now to finish up our base a little bit, I'm just going to go in with a powdered bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter just to kind of set all those creams in places. So I have this little palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I love it so much. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight Palette in the shade Fair Medium. It is literally stunning. Just the packaging is so amazing, and it has the perfect cool tone bronzer in it to really set that contour that you have. So I usually just go in with a very light dusting to kind of set the contour in place, just wherever I placed it, to make sure it's gonna stay all day. To set my blush, I've been really loving this little ColourPop blush in the shade Swirled, I believe it's called. And I'm just gonna go in with kind of like the same brush, honestly, I use. Dusting it over the blush. I feel like the shades really match well together, and it's just so cute and pink. I just love it. And then with a little fluffy brush, I'm gonna go in with this highlighter side and just kind of set that highlight that I did. So there's my base pretty much all done. I literally love the way it looks. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. I feel like it's just so nice and natural and dewy and just, I don't know, just so clean looking. Okay, moving on to the eyes. So obviously you guys know I really don't do crazy eyeshadow literally ever. So especially when I'm doing like an everyday natural glam, this is literally what I do. So I just keep the little contour that kind of worked as like my crease color. And then literally I'll take like a little bit of this highlighter from this palette and I'll just kind of put it on my lid and like blend it up to my brow bone, like just right in the center, because I just love the little highlight that it gives, and it just like blends in with the contour so well because it's like the same kind of tones. And I literally just do this with my fingertips, like so easy, so quick, literally just like that. So that's all I do. And then I do my famous little wing with some brown eyeshadow. I've been doing this for so long. You guys know me, this is like what I wear literally every single day. So I literally grab any brown eyeshadow that I can find. This is a little brown, bronzy, little 4-color palette from ColourPop. It's literally so random. Katrine, You and Me pressed powder palette. I don't really know how to say it, but literally any brown powder. So today I'm going to just grab that with the Morphe M50 brush. It's this really tiny little compact brush. Literally any tiny compact brush would work for this, I believe, because I kind of switch between a few that I have. So I just take some on the brush and I just do a little baby wing with the eyeshadow. So I'll just start at the corner of my eye and go towards the end of my eyebrow right here. So kind of making a wing like that. So I just literally start and I just flick the brush upwards like this. And by flicking it, it kind of just makes the perfect little wing, and it kind of gives it like a sharp tip to it. So it looks like super nice and neat just because of how you're like flicking it with your wrist a little. And if you mess up a little bit, since it's eyeshadow, I kind of just like use my finger and kind of like dab it so that it can be a little bit less, like, I don't know, just like blends it out a little bit in my opinion. Once I get a little line that I like, kind of like that, I will just take it and connect it into my lid like this. And then once I get to my lid, I'll start like stamping the color in like that. So now I have literally my wing basically done. Literally, I do it so messily. I don't even like really take time to make it perfect just because it's like an everyday thing. I just like do it so quickly. And just to complete the wing, I kind of drag it on my lower lash line, and that's literally it. And then I just like do it on the other side. Moving on. Literally, we're almost done. I just have to do mascara and then my lips and then we're done. For mascara, really do think that you can find a good mascara at the drugstore. I literally use drugstore mascara all the time, but I do just want to show you guys the one I've been really loving recently, which is a MAC one. This is the MAC Stack mascara, and I just really love it. I have very naturally long eyelashes. I get questions about my eyelashes all the time, and I never do any lash extensions because I've always been like so scared. Now we are on to the lips. My lip combo is the thing that I get asked about the most out of literally anything. My go-to favorite lip combo ever is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I love the medium 2 shade. I'm just so obsessed with it, so I use this to line my lips. I line the bottom first and I kind of round it out in the middle, and then I also do the same to the top lip. I round out my cupid's bow because I personally don't really love a very defined cupid's bow, and then I focus in on the inner corners by like kind of cinching them in and making them a little bit more thin, so that way the middle of my lips are more rounded and plump, and then it kind of just cinches in into the corners. So once my lips are all lined, I then just go in with some gloss. I kind of like to keep the middle of my lips with no product on them because the gloss just like covers it up and like gives it that color. So for over top, I love the gloss from Buxom in the shade White Russian. This one is actually White Russian Sparkle. I guess they have like a variation of this gloss. So I used to use the White Russian cream that had like no sparkle to it, but then I got this little mini version of it that is sparkly, and you guys know I love sparkles, and I just pop this over top right in the middle, and it just looks so gorgeous. And there you go. This is literally my completed makeup routine. I'm just gonna set a little bit with the Charlotte Tilbury spray. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys love it because I definitely love it. Like, I feel like for a while there was something missing from my routine, and I was like, something just isn't looking great. And then I finally like found the right products that I needed, and now I just am so obsessed with it, and I feel like it has come out good every single time after using all these products. So I just feel like they all just go together so well. I really love them. I'm going to try to link literally every single product that I showed you guys down below so you guys can go get them and try them out yourself. I am just obsessed, and I feel like it looks so nice and like just shiny and dewy, and just it doesn't feel gross on my skin either, which I hate. I literally hate when makeup products feel so heavy and disgusting on my face. It's just so annoying. Here's my everyday makeup. I'm about to go film a little vlog, so make sure to go and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.